What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bigfry, and today I want to talk to you guys about a new game that kind of popped up in my feed here. The game is called Caliber. It's being made by the guys who made World of Tanks. So on the website it says wargaming.net and 1C Game Studios. Now, I'm not a big World of Tanks guy, but this seems a lot more up my alley. It is a third-person tactical shooter in the same realm as a SOCOM or a Ghost Recon. The reason why I say SOCOM, look, I'm a big third-person shooter player. I've been playing SOCOM forever. When I see this and I see that the camera is actually not over the shoulder, but it's actually over the top of the head, so you can see both sides of your character equally. It doesn't cut off one side of the screen. You can go to first person with the scopes, so it's that Ghost Recon blend with SOCOM-like elements. I'm super fucking excited for this. I don't want to get my hopes up because I know when it comes to World of Tanks and games like this, there's been a lot of controversy around like premium ammo and really pay-to-win mechanics. I hope they don't go this way with this game. Honestly, we need games like this. Now, I'm going to go through their website. There's not a lot of information about this game right now. The game is called Caliber, Special Operations game, free-to-play game from the creators of World of Tanks. You can subscribe for updates. And on their website, their key features: high-definition models, realistic weapons and gear models. They have unique operators. Each has their own loadout, abilities, and characteristics. Very curious to hear about the abilities and characteristics. I hope we don't get some sort of like sci-fi element with like maybe like placing down shields and shit. I want this game, hopefully, if it was me, I want this game to be grounded in reality. There's PvP and PvE game modes, dive into missions against AI-controlled enemies, or fight other players. And then they say tactics are key. Teamwork wins battles. It's very easy to say that as a developer creating a first-person or a third-person shooter. Tactics in third-person shooters are a lot different than first-person shooters. And I know there's a lot of first-person purists who think that playing PvP in third person is a detriment, and they say that it's cheese. You can just sit behind walls and camp, and I challenge them because I am a huge SOCOM fan, and I have played a lot of games like Ghost Recon, but SOCOM to me is the purest form of third-person PvP that you can get. What made those games competitive was the map design and the objectives. When you're playing in third person, it's more about your character's movement and your position than it is about pure gunplay. There is pure gunplay if it's made correctly, but it's more about your awareness, your ability to be able to control the map. So I take the map Crossroads from SOCOM 2. If you could get to the corner of the alley before the other team does, that means you take less gear, you get there faster, and if you can hold that choke point, it cuts them off from seeing that as a viable option to grab the bomb from middle and go around that way. It is about map control just as much as it is about your raw gunplay, and that's what I like about third-person shooters. If it's created and designed properly with good maps and good game modes to support those maps, you can have a very competitive shooter on your hands. A lot of people like to just say, oh yeah, you can just sit behind a wall and wait for somebody. But if everybody's on the same playing field, then it changes the game entirely. If you're playing a game that has third person and first person, then yes, I totally understand. Why would you ever play in first when third person can just cheese it around? I get it. I understand that. When everybody's in third person, it makes it different. If I'm sitting at the edge of an alleyway and I'm watching and I'm waiting for somebody to come down there because this is a choke point on a map where this is a good route to get to the bomb or whatever, they have to think twice about going down this alley. Do they toss a grenade? Do they toss a flash to try and push through? It creates way more objective-based gameplay. Because at the end of the day, people could say, yeah, you sit around corners and wait and you can wall peek, but it's the same thing as people complaining in first-person shooters about corner camping. I can sit in a corner, they won't see me as they come in, and then I shoot. It's the exact same thing. If everybody is on the same playing field, it changes the game incredibly. That's why SOCOM was the original MLG. It created esports on consoles. It was SOCOM battles, then it went to game battles, and then Halo took it to the next level. SOCOM created MLG on consoles. So I know about third-person competitive shooters, and this game has the ability to be that. Now, let's look at the classes. They have 4 roles: assault, support, marksman, and a medic. Assault, you're apparently fast, excels at medium range, formidable attacker, the basic stuff. We don't have any information about their actual loadouts. The support is heavily armed. You guys get the gist. Marksman's the sniper. The medic heals the team, menacing at close range. So it looks like, based on the operator here, the medic is going to have some sort of SMG. Looks like, you know, like an Uzi with a hollow sight. The marksman, obviously, I can't really tell what sniper he's using. The support, obviously the LMG, and then you have the assault class, which looks, I don't know, is that a FAMAS or... I can't really tell what it is behind his arms there, but you guys get the gist. It's your basic, you know, four class loadout system, similar to Battlefield. I hope that it allows you different customization in terms of what weapons you're using. So like the assault, if you could choose from like 8 or 9 different assault rifles, marksmen have different snipers, some semi-auto. I don't know how deep they're going to be going with this, but I hope that that's there. I hope that there's character customization as well, in terms of like different camouflages and, you know, different patches, different vests and all that shit. That would be really cool to see. I'm gonna put some screenshots here. I took these off the website as well. I had to like capture each one of them. The game does look pretty good. Like, I see some comments on the video talking about how the game looks like it came out of 2009 for graphics, 2012 for gameplay. Dude, I don't give a shit, man. Graphics has never been the biggest thing for me. If you have a solid game behind it, dude, this thing could be amazing. Dude, most people fuck up third-person shooters, so that's why I'm sitting here saying, like, God damn, is this the one? Could this be the one? I want to test this so bad, and honestly, this is one of those things, I want to play it behind the scenes, and I want to, like, advise them, be like, your map design is this, it needs to do this, you need to have lanes like this, because in order to do third-person properly and competitively, it's very tight. Most people don't get it right. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Ghost Recon Phantoms as well. Yeah, I agree. This looks to me like a nice blend between a Battlefield with the class system, Ghost Recon, and SOCOM Confrontation. They already made the right choice of going over the head instead of over the shoulder, because now you can see both sides of your character properly. Your peripheral vision isn't blocked by your body. Love that. Good choice. And that tells me that, like, they know, I think, what they're doing. Now, one of the screenshots here, you can see that you have an ability on your Q key, which looks, I don't know if it's like a different type of ammo or something. It looks like a fire blast, but you can see like a bullet coming out of it. I honestly hope that they don't have some like out to lunch crazy fucking abilities that just make the game a lot less about your gunplay and, like I said, objective and map movement, and more about like abilities and hero shooter type shit. I really hope that they bring game modes to the table, like bomb plant, extraction would be awesome, you know, team deathmatch, suppression, elimination, shit like that. I want to see competitive game modes here. I have been clamoring for a proper third-person SOCOM-like game for years. And so I'm sitting here looking at this, I'm like, nobody has done it right since like 2005. And I get excited, but I'm so fucking hesitant, because I just know there's going to be something here that just fucks everything up. And that might be the microtransaction pay-to-win shit that we're probably going to be seeing here. That might be the way the maps are designed. There's one way to do third person and do it properly and get a competitive scene around it and get a community around it. And I just hope that these guys can do it right. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Playcaliber.eu. You guys can sign up for updates there. It's said to sign up for the closed beta, but when you go to the website, it just says subscribe to learn the latest Caliber updates. So I did that, and I'm hoping, I am praying that I can get in here and see what the game is like, and see what they're doing, and how they're fucking it up, and how we can stop them, and how we can potentially help them make a solid third-person shooter. Because the gameplay itself, it looks early. There's some animation issues. You can see the character moving left and right a little bit, and kind of glitchy at times, but I'm hoping that this could turn into something. It looks pretty good. Graphic-wise, yeah, it's no fucking Battlefield, but it doesn't need to be Battlefield. And like even here, you can see like when he says use unique abilities, you can see this thing he pops up and like it has a bunch of like up arrows and like I don't know what all this fucking shit is, but like it doesn't all need to. Well, you know what? I'm gonna reserve my judgment. I'm gonna see what the hell this fucking game is. As you guys can tell, I'm doing this off the cuff. Like I am super passionate about third-person shooters. So like I want this to be fucking good. So I just literally recorded off the cuff and I'm just talking and ranting at this point. I'm gonna shut it down. Guys, I have a Vigor video coming out later today. Make sure you guys check that one out as well. Thank you guys for everything. My name is Bigfry. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and you enjoy the content, make sure you do so. Click that button. Subscribe to me, baby. And I'll see you on the next one.